Mendelian inheritance is named after Gregor Mendel, the father of modern genetics. By cross-pollinating pea plants with different traits, Mendel carefully observed how characteristics like seed and pod shape, color, flower position, and stem length were passed from one generation to the next. Through these observations, he uncovered the basic principles of inheritance and discovered that traits are controlled by alleles, which is the alternative versions of a gene that can be either dominant or recessive. This discovery brings us to the law of dominance. This law states that if an organism inherits two different alleles for a trait, one dominant and one recessive, the dominant one is the one that gets expressed or appears on the organism. For instance, in Mendel's experiments with pea plants, some plants had purple flower with both big letter P to represent dominant alleles, while others had white with both small letter P to represent recessive alleles. The purple flower allele is dominant, while the white flower allele is recessive. As a result, even if a plant inherits one purple and one white allele, it would still show purple flowers because purple is dominant allele. Now let's look at the second law, the law of segregation. This law states that every individual has two alleles for each trait, one allele inherited from each parent. For example, in the seed shape of a pea plant, one parent might pass on a round seed allele, while the other passes on a wrinkled seed allele. However, when gametes such as egg and sperm cells are formed, these alleles separate. Each gamete carries only one allele. Then, during fertilization, the offspring receives one allele from each parent. That's how genetic combinations such as round or wrinkled seeds are formed. Finally, we have the law of independent assortment. This law states that alleles for different traits are passed to gametes independently. So, the inheritance of one trait does not influence the inheritance of another if the genes are on different chromosomes. So, for example, a tall plant can have either purple or white flowers. The two traits like stem length or flower color don't affect each other. They are inherited separately.